What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Trading, and today we're going to be breaking down some of Mike Evans' route running. I'm going to be talking about how you guys can run a whip route and get more separation on the goal line, how you guys can sell your routes better, okay? So I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope it gives you some value and just teaches you a few new things about playing the wide receiver position. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to learn the specific things that you got to do on the field, broken down to a specific schedule, day-to-day, this is what you should do to improve this, to improve this, to improve that. Check out that very first link in the description for our 28-day on-field wide receiver workout plan. So what it is, it's a 4-week-long workout schedule specifically made for wide receivers on the field. So we give you all the drills that you're going to do broken down. We talk about the sets, talk about the reps, we explain each exercise, and we include a 30-minute long video where we break down each drill, show a full speed example, and then explain the importance of each workout, okay? So check out that very first link in the description for our 4-week schedule. Will really help you guys take your game to that next level. Let's get started. So first rider for Mike Evans, he gives this little split release, then he's off on this, selling this slant route, breaks this thing off and runs a whip. And you see how much separation he's able to get from this DB. So let's talk about it, right? So the number one thing to get this guy is we have to get him to commit to the slant, right? Everything about this route has to look like a slant, obviously, right? But what are the specific things that I got to do to get him to jump over the top on this thing? So you see when Evans comes off, he gives this little split release, right? That split release is just something to kind of freeze this DB, sell like we're trying to run this drag, sell like we're trying to cross his face, because on the goal line, a DB does not want to let me cross his face. So that's what I have to make sure that I'm trying to sell right now, right? So my eyes got to shoot to the inside. My hips and my shoulders got to shoot to the inside. I got to have speed. Those are the big three that gets this DB to jump. So you see what's the first thing that comes around? His eyes get to the middle of the field, right? The eyes will bring the shoulders and the hips. Now, what a lot of receivers like to do is before they break into this whip route, they'll start to turn this shoulder and turn this hip towards the side of the break, right? All that is, that's an indicator. We want to make sure everything that comes to route running is about being a salesman. I don't want to give any indicators of this DB of what I'm going to do, and this is why Evans was able to get so much separation. He was able to have his eyes there, shoulders and hips there, but another mistake that receivers will make is they'll come off this release and they'll take super choppy steps right here, right? They'll start to brace for the break. They'll start to prepare for this drop of their hips, and all that does is slow you down. When we slow down, the DB is going to slow down, and he's going to be able to sit on this thing. So I got to make sure that I also have speed, and I'm also in stride. See Evans, he bursts off this release. He's running, bam, drops his hips violently, works that little throw-by technique where we're tossing him by on the back of his shoulder. That's a great point of control for him to be able to drop. But the most important thing, fellas, is he's actually dropping his hips. You guys, when you're getting into a break, you don't want to just beat the drum. You don't want to chop your steps. You don't want to have this slow sink of your hips. You want to have a violent drop of your hips. Did you see Evans able to get to that explosive position on a whip route? When you're trying to get out in 2 steps, you want to snap with the foot closest to the quarterback, snap, and you want to hook the foot that's outside of the quarterback around, because that is your drive leg. So it's a snap, then you're going to pivot and hook that opposite leg around so you can drive off of that left leg and open up. And you see that is a textbook whip route right there, being able to get out in 2 steps, hook his hips and trying to get his hips parallel to that line of scrimmage, and then he's able to accelerate out because of the energy he created. This phase right here, fellas, this acceleration phase, not everybody is able to do this on a whip route. A lot of guys will get to this spot right here where they'll drop into the break. So they'll drop here and then they get stuck because they're not concerned with driving off of their steps. They're not concerned with being powerful with their feet. You want to drop on this inside leg, like I said. So you want to be violent. When you hook around with that left one, you see how Evans' shin angle is almost like at a 45-degree angle. That left one is what pushes him out. Him hooking around with that left one, that's what pushes him out. That's what gives him a burst, and that's what allows him to create that energy, and that energy turns into acceleration where he can make that play. It's a textbook whip route right here from Evans. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job hitting him with the split, selling that slant, being able to drop violently, hook that leg around, and then obviously accelerating out. Great route. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. I always appreciate the feedback. Always great to hear from you guys. And again, fellas, if you want a 4-week-long on-field wide receiver training schedule, everything you need to do, all the drills to improve your route running, press releases, hands, explosiveness, and all the above, check out that very first link in the description below. Hope you guys could check that out. I'll see you guys next time.